3, 2, 1, sync. Oh, fucking thing.
Outstanding job, Samus. I knew the Federation could count on you. I've given the order to begin the invasion. I'm headed down there with the troops. Meet me at these coordinates.
Howdy, me jiggity howdens, folks. I'm your host, and welcome back to part 14 of Let's Play Metroid Prime 3 Corruption. In the last episode, we started the invasion. And in this episode, we're going to continue with the invasion. And we're going to help with it. What the fuck am I doing? We begin the invasion by going up the elevator one floor to this. Here. Not down one floor. Through the sewage we go. This part is actually a lot of fun. It's a shame it's only one section in this where you gotta do this kind of a thing, but this, I feel, is like an escort mission done right. Because these guys can pull their weight.
Outstanding work, Samus. I don't say this often, but I sure am impressed. That said, you've still got work to do. Up ahead is the pirate cargo line that leads to the sea. There's a large security door located at the end. 4 demolition troopers are needed to open the final door, so you need to make sure enough of them make it safely through this area. You are the only one who can destroy the seed. We'll help along the way. Once we get there, it's up to you to finish the job. We're right behind you, Samus. Do some damage.
I could skip that because he's going up. They blew open the door, so that's kind of...
Samus, we are part of the Demolition Reinforcement Squad. Since our armor is weaker than most of the troopers, we need you to watch our backs through this area. Our group color is yellow. Most of the demolition team has already started moving towards the seeds, so you better get going. Good luck.
Thanks. So, as you can see, you gotta protect 12 out of 12. Obviously, it will only matter if 4 are left, but if you manage to actually finish this entire section without a single demolition trooper dying, you'll get a gold credit for it. So it's actually worth the effort to try and keep them all alive if you can at all help it. And of course, the best help for that is hyper mode. There get to be some pretty tricky points within this section, but really a lot of it is fairly straightforward. Like the really difficult ones will just come mostly from like arrow troopers and some bigger space pirates, but the little ones won't really do all that much. But arrow troopers are generally fairly annoying anyway. Okay, and with that dealt with, just move across here. You can get across this before they bring down the bridge, because there's a little bridge that they bring down. Whoop. How did I just, like, double jump there? Like, whatever. You can skip that guy altogether. Alright, section 2. This one's a bit trickier, but if you can get in front of them, you have a better chance of helping them out. focusing on this because I'm actually trying my best to make it so that they all survive. Even though I've already gotten the credit and it won't actually... Did he just like phase through? Phase. Did he like phase through that door? Because it looked like it. But even though I already got the gold credit for this, I'm trying anyway. Alright. And this is the third and final section. We're basically right at the door now. You can see where this is going.
Hey, you can kill the Berserker Lord with the X-ray visor and a Nova Beam. Siphon doesn't do that, though.
You disappoint me, Siphon!
He's a Berserker Lord. Make sure you pull him away from the demo troopers. Okay, cool. That's that dealt with. This is technically section 4 of this fight. This is the hardest section to keep them alive. But we did it. Awesome.
Our influence grows.
Can this please be called Operation Sleepy Girl?
Come on, I don't have all day.
Gentlemen, Fox-based productions will never do this.
Yes, Captain.
Want me, Boop? Want to see a magic trick? Oh, please, just stay down. Presto, you're dead. Well, the moment has passed. Back to work.
A little excessive, don't you think, guys?
Thanks for all the help back there, Samus. I almost thought we weren't gonna make it when those commandos showed up. I owe you one.
You can buy me a drink later. Make it a cream soda. Alright, we're not out of the woods yet. We still do need to do one more section, but fortunately the most difficult part, which is of course the escort section, that is all done. We don't have to worry about it anymore. Shit, that was bad. I can do better than that, trust me. I just don't really want to try. I haven't practiced for a while, okay? Practiced for a while. I've practiced my British accent. Because usually most people suck at doing them. I don't. I just have to be really in the mood for it. So there, you can see there's a control-y switchily diddly do, and we gotta go up to get to it. And the only way to do that is by coming up one of these things. Oh, you actually have to go this way. Okay, I see. I see how it is. Okay, yes. Yes, I understand.
How far? Oh, God.
So, this fight's sort of annoying. This guy, kind of, sort of, takes a lot to kill. But these commando guys can be killed basically, like, straight away if you, X-ray visor the crap out of them. This guy is a little bit more... Obviously, he's a bit more resilient than they are. There, he's dealt with. Now I can just deal with the rest of them with this. Somehow. Oh, I see how it is. Oh, he threw just a regular grenade at me. It shouldn't be as difficult as they're making it out to be. It's like, for some reason, I just can't target them for some reason. I have immense difficulty trying to target these guys. So realistically, hyper mode is the better option for dealing with these guys, just because for whatever reason I can't target him. There, dealt with. Jeez. That was annoying. Alright, well, I'm going to slightly extend this episode because we're going to begin a treasure hunt, and I'm going to be able to finish the first part of this treasure hunt within about 10 minutes or so. So we're going to do that first, and then begin the second half of the treasure hunt in the next episode, where we'll be going back to Brio. That's the plan. Whether that actually works or not remains to be seen, but there you go. This all opens up and lets you land your gunship, but before you can land your gunship, you need to attack the door. Which I will show this part because it's kind of cool. How you can attack the door from that close and not damage your ship, I have no idea, but hey, whatever. Whatever works, right? Alright, so let's save, because why not? And yeah, as I say, this part will be extended a little bit, probably. Depends on how fast I can get through Norian. I'm hoping that I can get through it within about 10 minutes or so, because I timed myself with this part, and I did manage to get through Norian in about 10 minutes, so let's hope. So we're going to take a detour and start the treasure hunt now. Okay, we're on Norian, back in the old familiar place of familiarities. So I skipped the cutscenes actually getting here because A, you don't really need to see them, and I'm going to have to try and cut down as much time as I can doing this, because as I say, if I want to get this all done in one episode, I kind of sort of need to, you know, cut the time down on this. So remember, you got your grapple lasso in there. Make sure you scan that like terminal that was in there, because those have lore entries. But I told you to do that at the very beginning of the project. So at the beginning of this treasure hunt, I must also reiterate the whole Elysia thing. I am not going back to Elysia because I have every item from there. So if you complete this treasure hunt and you're still missing like a bunch of items, chances are you've missed them at Elysia. So you should probably go back there and, you know, find them at this point. Obviously, the best help for that is the Chozo Observatory. The Chozo Observatory can tell you and show you directly where all of the items that you both have and have not obtained are. So, and you should know how to do that. Getting into the room with the spider ball stuff, and with the Nova Beam you can get into the, you can shoot the bottom of that, like, plasmite thing to get access to the Space Pirate homeworld information. But, yeah. So the places that we're visiting in this treasure hunt doobly-doo are, we're doing Norian first, then we're going to Brio next, and then we're finally actually going to go check out what the GFS Valhalla has to offer, because that's one place that we never actually went to go and get to yet. Also, come this way first, because there is a missile behind this ice missile door that you need. Cooly doolies. And the reason I'm getting it this way is because it just makes it quicker to get back once we go through the way over this way. Because this actually leads to Generator B, the one that Rundus actually, this is the one that Rundus got back online during the attack on Norian. So we actually finally get to go and check out what this place has to offer. Alright, so here you can walk around, which is a bit different from the the other one that we went past, the one to get to Generator A or whatever. Whichever one we went to. You can just walk through here rather than having to worry about taking the morph ball path. But obviously you have to take the morph ball path in order to get the missile expansion that's there. Also, this area was originally blocked off. The reason why the panel hadn't been welded yet by an actual proper engineer and not Samus, also coming here for some lower entry scans, is because all the spent Phazon over here is still around, and as a result of that, it's hazardous to come this way. So I'm going to skip this. That Phazon deposit there spawns a bunch of these guys, but they die in 2 hits. And I should be able to finish this up by the time my Phazon is about to vent. Yeah, cool, nice. Usually I manage to get it before the auto vent finishes, but you know. And we'll see if we can actually bug out the Phazon piles here. If you summon your gunship, it should actually glitch one. Yeah, that one is stuck and cannot move anymore. It's pretty funny. These guys are obviously still free to move around though. But that doesn't matter because they're not going to interfere with what you're doing. So over here, head through the morph ball thingy. This part took me the longest until I realized something a little bit later on. Oh, whoa. Check out all this Phazon. And the door locks. And guess what we have to deal with? Another Metroid Hatcher! Oh no! Oh no, whatever will we do? That. Fucking foop. And then all of this crap explodes, which I don't really want to show, because it's kind of time consuming. But the reason we came this way, in addition to getting those items over there, is actually because one of the 4 remaining energy cells we need is over here, waiting for us to take it and not jump like an idiot. Twist, pull. We're carrying 6 of 9. And doing that lowers the lockdown so we can actually get out of here. So you are absolutely mandatorily required to grab the energy cell before you leave. And as a result, there is only 1 item left on Norian to obtain. And then that's it. We can actually head to Brio and start that in the next episode, which is pretty awesome, if you ask me. Even if you don't ask me, I will still tell you that it's awesome anyway. So enter thine ship. And head over to the other side of Norian. Head over here. And this also actually is a... If it happens like it did last time, this is actually a rare loading screen transition where... Yeah, it actually shows Samus inside the gunship, which is actually really cool. And it isn't... That is not... I don't know of anywhere else that particular loading screen happens, but whatever. Alright, so head over here, and we'll get the final item, and then I will meet you guys on Brio at the fiery air dock in the next episode. And there you go. That's the final item of Norian. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys back in the next area as we head to Brio's fiery air dock. So I'll see you then. Bye!